Alright, good evening everyone. So today I'm making a video about a few things that have been happening, but the primary focus is going to be a Hobbit review. But before we get to that, I've got some stuff I've been working on. This is the knife I showed you me sanding. I put some leather around the grip to make sure it doesn't come off. And then I made another one, which is a bit nicer. It's also very, very sharp. And then just today I got my bearings shipped in. I have two like these and two that are actually different. Maybe these will be the different ones. Aha, yes, here we go. These ones are flanged bearings, and these are pillow block bearings, and they're serving different purposes. But that's that. On to the Hobbit review. Enter the cast of two of the people who came to see it with me last night, one of which is that one.
Yeah.
That one is my brother. That one is another guy you might recognize from the somewhat less than illustrious video that I made about the slapping.
You'll recognize him by his breasts.
Yes, his magnificent memories. So, we went to see The Hobbit at midnight, and it is today Friday, so it was kind of this morning, and it was incredible. One of the things, we went to see it in the 48 frames per second 3D, and it was quite literally the realest thing that I have ever seen outside of the real world. It was phenomenal, and it wasn't jump out in your face 3D, it was just depth of 3D that made it all seem so real. I mean, it was just incredible. What was your favorite part?
I mean, all of it, pretty much. I do have to say, though, even though the 48 frames per second might be a little bit extra, it's definitely worth it.
Oh, yeah. And this one?
I gotta say, the 48 frames per second is such a significant improvement over pretty much any movie that has ever been, that I've ever seen. Like, you might be watching something like The Avengers or whatever and say, wow, this is fantastic, and, you know, we're reaching a plateau where filming just can't get any better, and this just totally destroys that concept, because it is just so much, the motion is just so much more fluid, and it's hard to describe how it is so much better, because the technology that we have makes films look so great, but this just looks so much freaking better, and twice as good, in fact. So yeah, there's that. And for story, it was pretty great. There was a lot in there that I'm not going to give away any spoilers, but there was a good bit in there that was not explicitly from the book itself. There was some from the appendices. And
as Silmarillion as well.
As you already know with the Great Council and stuff, if you've seen the trailer.
The White Council.
The White Council?
The White Council.
White Council.
The Great White Council.
I mean, it's not all white, but whatever. And so yeah, there's that. Radagast, we see Galadriel and stuff, so there's that aspect. And what else was there? There are some things that are taken out of the story. Some events happen in slightly different order. Some things just don't happen at all. And I am not Peter Jackson, so I can't say whether he was right or wrong in making those changes, because some of them might have been necessary. Overall, I think that it was a fantastic film, and I cannot wait to see the other two, because I know that the whole team will do a fantastic job. And I know some people may be let down by not following the story
to the letter,
which would also make a fantastic film, but, you know, I'm not Peter Jackson. I don't have to deal with what he has to deal with in making these, so I can't really pass judgment on that. And I think that it's fantastic, and you should definitely go and see it in 48 FPS 3D.
And hopefully we'll be recording the Far Over the Misty Mountains Cold song soon. Maybe even with this guy.
It's glorious. The whole thing, 10 stanzas, not just what you see in the trailer and in the movie.
The only spoiler I'll give away, which really isn't a spoiler because they've already showed put a clip of it out on the internet, is that they only do 2 stanzas from the song, which is unfortunate. But I mean, oh well. They did it very well.
They do have a very other fun song though. And
Oh,
I
yes,
am
they do.
very glad that they put that in. That was fantastic.
It was beautiful.
Which you might also have seen part of in the trailer.
And
understood where that came from.
also,
Yes.
from a craftsman's perspective, it was beautiful to see the Dwarven Kingdom of Erebor. I mean, as a person who makes stuff, I mean, anyone else would think, wow, that's amazing. But a person who makes stuff has a different perspective. A person who makes stuff has a different perspective on how one would make things like that. We have pants on, Megan. We all have pants on.
One of us.
Bye.
2 of us have pants.
Bye. Anyway, yeah, it was beautiful and magnificent and amazing. And Thorin is great. He's easily one of the best characters in it. And Gandalf, Ian McKellen as Gandalf.
And
is-
Martin Freeman does a fantastic job being Bilbo.
Yes.
It's
He captures
fantastic.
the character perfectly. But I'm actually going to be leaving soon to see it again tonight in 48 frames, because I'm not going to miss it out. And this time I'm actually going to keep an eye out for Peter Jackson to see if he has a cameo in this one, because I imagine he would, but I didn't see it last night. I didn't notice it, so I'm going to keep an eye out for that. But in the meantime, we'll leave you with the first stanza of the song,
okay.
perhaps?
It's not very good.
Far over the misty mountains cold, to dungeons deep and caverns old, we must away ere break of day, to seek the pale enchanted gold.
Have a great day, everyone.